Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tank be chopping, and we back with another haircut tutorial. Alright guys, check it out. What we're gonna be doing on this cut is a number 3 on top. We are gonna be doing a low fade, lining up my client, adding some enhancements, lining up the beard, you know what I'm saying, the whole 9 on this cut. So I'm going in with my new matte black Boost FX clipper from Babyliss. I am using the Babyliss premium guards. Once again, this is my number 3 guard, and I'm going to be going over the top, getting this all down to that desired length. Once again, this is the number 3 guard. This is the length that my client wants. We are going to be doing a low fade. We're going to line him up, line up the beard, and add some enhancements. So let's go ahead and, you know, keep doing what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? And as y'all can see, I do got a brush in my hand, and I'm brushing away the extra debris. You can use a brush or a comb, but like 3 and under, you know, anything under than a number 3 guard, I like to use a brush, 3 and under, and then anything longer than that, I'd probably use a comb. So y'all gonna see me using a brush in this video, but once that is done, as you can see now, I'm debulking the sides a little bit. So this is my number 2 guard with the lever open, basically just kind of blending into that number 3 guard while I'm debulking the sides. That way it makes it a little easier for me to blend this haircut together. Alright, so now that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and set in my initial bald guideline with my trimmer. These are the Low Pro FX, the Gold Edition, and as y'all can see, I'm punching in that line coming with the trimmer, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not balding up, and the reason why I'm doing it this way is just to have a nice, you know, precise line, you know what I'm saying, in there. And then once I did that side, I moved on to the opposite side, and I'm gonna make these 2 sides meet in the back. And remember guys, when you do a low fade, you wanna make sure you drop it below the occipital bone in the back, and that's what I'm making sure that I'm doing here. And as y'all can see, I don't know if y'all noticed it, but I did change trimmers. I am using my Boost FX trimmer now, and the reason why is I feel this clipper or this trimmer balds out a little better than the Low Pro FX, so I'm using this to bald them out. And then once this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and follow this up with my shaver, and I will be using the FX2 from Babyliss. And remember guys, you don't want to make this line too hard to take out, so you don't want to push too much on that shaver when the closer you get to that line. So the closer I get to that line, I'm making sure that I relieve some pressure, and I'm using a slight flick out motion. That way it doesn't really leave a harsh line. Now it still may leave a line, but it'll be easier to take out as long as you're using a flick out motion and you're relieving some pressure the closer you get to that line. Alright, so now that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some blending work. So I'm going in with my clipper lever open, and I'm setting in my next section. And what I'm doing here is I'm following the same shape, guys. You wanna make sure you follow that same shape. That way that's the finish. You know, the shape of the blend is in that shape that I created initially. So I'm going in with my clipper open, once again using a slight flick out motion, and then I'm gonna start to blend this section out. Meaning I'm gonna close my lever halfway, and I'm gonna work my way halfway into this section, and then I'm gonna close my lever notch by notch, working my way down until this section comes, I don't want to say 100% blended out, because I'm gonna have to go back in with my trimmer and get that bottom line out. But the more I close my my lever and work my way down, the more this section should look blended. And in my opinion, this is probably one of the most important parts of the blend, is that first section with the lever open. I feel that if you get this part to look really good, I think your blends will look really good, you know what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't happen all the time, but in my opinion, once again, this is probably one of the most important parts of the blend. So like I said earlier, I'm gonna have to go back in with my trimmer, and that's what I'm doing now. This is my Low Pro FX trimmer, trying to erase that bottom line. As y'all can see, I'm just using the corner of that blade. And now I'm going with my number 1 guard lever open, and I'm gonna follow this same shape once again, create another section. And once this section is put in there, I'm gonna move on to my 1.5 guard lever open. And that's what I'm doing here, guys. Once again, this is my 1.5 guard lever all the way open, setting in another section following that same shape, and then I'm gonna close my lever, and I'm gonna start to try to blend the bottom of the section out. And sometimes this does blend out really well, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you got to go back in detail. So don't stress too much on this part of the blend yet. Just get your steps in, get your rough draft in, and then worry about detailing later, you know what I'm saying? So this is my 2 guard lever open, blending into that number 3 again, and then I closed my 2 guard and I started attacking this part of the blend right here. And as you can see, the top of the blend looks, it's not 100% there yet, but it looks really, really well, or it looks really, really good. And now I'm going in with my 1 guard lever open, cleaning up some more discrepancies that I see in the bottom of this blend. And then I'm gonna adjust my lever as needed, basically doing some lever play on this part of the blend. And now I'm going in with my 1/2 guard. And I like to go in with my 1/2 guard either all the way open or 2 notches open, and then I'll just adjust my lever as needed from there. Remember guys, when you're blending, if there's a certain spot that you really want to take care of, make sure that you use the corner of your blade. It's a little more precise when you use that corner, and you have a little more room for error, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go in with the clipper flat, you're gonna take off a lot of hair. If you use the corner, it's a little more precise and it's not gonna take off too much hair. This is my 1 guard once again, doing some more cleanup work, because as y'all can see, this blend isn't 100% there yet. Like, it looks good, but I wanna take this cut to the next level, so I'm gonna go back and keep on detailing it until I see that this blend is the way I want it to look. And this is my 1.5 guard. And as you can see, what I was doing there is I was pointing out a spot in my client's head that I couldn't see with my eye. I could only see in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? So I pointed it out in the mirror, that way I can see where I needed to attack. And I just went in with my 1 guard, started off with my lever open, adjusted my lever as needed, just trying to get this blend to come together, trying to make it look all nice and blurry. Now I'm going in with my clipper no guard, once again using the corner. As y'all can see, this blend is just coming together, looks nice. Like, I don't know, man, like, there's something about low fades. Honestly, man, low fades are probably one of the hardest type of haircuts to do, but if you do it right, it looks really, really nice. It just looks super, super clean to me. And I try to take honestly, I try to take my time on all my cuts, but low fades, I feel that you have to really use your eyes, use that barber's eye to be really detailed to get that look that you want to achieve. And that's basically what I'm doing here, is just taking my time, detailing, making sure that I get it nice and blended the way I want it to look. So now we're gonna move on to the lineup. As you can see, I was brushing his hair down, that way it can lay the way it's supposed to lay. And I'm going in with my Boost FX trimmers, and I'm gonna go ahead and start to line him up. And I'm working my way over to the side of his head that I just blended in. Now I'm gonna hit that vertical bar, and we are gonna hit that C cup, give a nice curve to it, but we don't wanna create a new hairline. We really wanna just follow what he already has, but just make it look nice and crisp. So remember guys, take your time when you're doing this. Use just the corner of the blade. As you can see, I'm only using that very tip of my blade, and I'm just tapping where I need to tap. And now that that edge up is in there, I can actually see this blend a little more. So I'm going in and detailing a little more, just because when you have that lineup in there, it gives a more finished look to the blend, or a more finished look to the haircut, so you can actually see the discrepancies a little more and see what needs to be hit up before you can move on. And now what I'm doing here is I'm blending in the beard. This is my 1 guard lever open and then closed. And then I'm going in with my clipper open, and then I'm gonna close it, working my way up. And there will be a faint line there. I'm gonna have to go in with my trimmer and knock that out. And that's what I'm doing here. Still just blending in the beard using some lever play. And this is the 1.5 guard lever open, and then adjusting it closed as needed. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and start lining him up on the back of the beard. Give a nice crisp line, working our way down. Well, we're actually working our way up, but you know what I'm saying. We want to give a nice straight line down on the back of the beard, is basically what I was trying to say. And then we're trying to keep this beard, you know, we don't want to thin it out. We want to keep it as full as we can, but still give a nice line. Obviously, I am going to add some enhancements to make it look a little sharper, but I still want it to look sharp without them enhancements. That way, when the enhancements do fade or wash off or whatever, he still has a nice lineup. And now I'm just hitting up the C cup a little more, just trying to bring it together a little more. That way it looks a little better. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I still needed to go in and just tap certain things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to do that after you line up your clients. Sometimes you got to go back in and clean it up a little more. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm lining them up underneath the chin area. We didn't want it at the very, very bottom, and we didn't want it at the jawline. So we met in the middle, found a nice happy medium, and then we just hit that line all the way to the back of the beard, lining up the goatee area, inside of the chin, mustache area. Just try to get that as sharp as we possibly can get it, clean off all them straight hairs, and just leave some nice, precise lines. All right, so now that is done, I'm moving on to the opposite side, and we are gonna be doing the same exact thing that we did on the left side, we're gonna be doing to the right side. So I'm really not gonna talk too much about my steps here, but I do wanna talk to y'all about these tools. As y'all can see, I am using Babyliss tools in this video. Use the Boost FX, and then I'm using the Low Pro FX also. Two great clippers, guys. Really like using them for fades, tapers, really any type of haircut. They work really, really well. If you are interested in purchasing these tools, you can go to the Babyliss Pro website. That's babylesspro.com, and you can actually use my discount code TANK10. Save yourself a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? Get you a nice little discount. Purchase the tools you need. Get what you need to make sure that your cuts are coming out fire, you know what I'm saying? Now, once again, I'm not saying you have to purchase these tools, but I'm just saying if you'd like to purchase them, you can use my discount code TANK10, and it will save yourself a little bit of money. All right, so now that this side of the blend is coming together better, I'm gonna go ahead and start to line him up. Also on this side, we just trying to make this line nice and straight. Started off in the middle, and I worked my way over, and then obviously you're gonna have to comb the hair down and retrace some of the things you did just to make sure that that line is nice and straight. We're gonna hit that V-bar, hit that C-cup, really just try to give him some nice, precise lines. And as y'all can see, they're already sharp lines, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously it's not the sharpest of lines because I'm gonna hit it up with the razor anyways, but we wanna make sure that we try to leave our clients with sharp lines without having to use enhancements. Because once they wash away them enhancements, if the line isn't sharp, it's not gonna look sharp afterwards. So you wanna make sure to leave a nice sharp line before you decide to add them enhancements. And that's basically what I did. I just went over his beard, made sure that them lines was nice and sharp. And as y'all can see, I worked my way onto the back of my client's, the back of the client's haircut. I don't know why I said that weird, but the back of my client's haircut. And as you can see, I'm doing the same exact steps I did on the left side, same steps I did on the right side. We're doing to the back. A lot of times when it comes to blending in the back though, it's a little more difficult due to the way the hair grows. The hair density in the back is slightly different. And then we have the occipital bone right there that kind of sometimes can throw you off. And then you want to make sure that the left side matches the right side also. So sometimes the back is a little more difficult, at least for me, maybe not for everybody. I know sometimes setting in your guidelines all the way around can help keep this blend looking nice and symmetrical all the way around, but sometimes it don't. For me, I like doing my blends in sections, so that's why I did it like this. You can try this. Let me know what you think about this style of cutting if you do try it. And if you prefer to put your guidelines in all the way around and blend them out all together, let me know down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no right or wrong way to blend. You just got to do what works for you, master that, get good at it, and just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? I do want to give a shout out to my boy Tito Beats, man. He done hooked this video up, man. He had some nice beats playing in the background. Shout out to my boy Tito Beats, man. Let's get it. And I do want to say that I really hope that y'all enjoying this haircut tutorial. You know, I told y'all I was gonna get back into doing some tutorials, so I've been recording a few, still gonna be coming out with different style content, unboxings, reviews, haircut tutorials. I'm gonna try to get back on the vlogs also. But once again, I hope y'all liking this style of content, and if you don't like it, let me know in the comments and let me know what you would like to see from your boy. Let's get it. All right, so now I'm, excuse me. So now I'm going in with my Temptation hair enhancement. I am using a Sean Cuts hair enhancement card. You can go to Sean Cuts hair and use my discount code TankBeChoppin. If you're trying to get some enhancement cards, you can go to his website. Once again, SeanCutsHair.com. Use my discount code TankBeChoppin. Save yourself a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? But reason why I'm using this Temptation is, I said it on my last video, is all my airbrush guns been breaking. You know what I'm saying? No matter what gun I get, they just don't work long term, right? So I decided to start using the Temptation. It is a little aggressive when you spray it. It's not the easiest enhancement to work with, but if you can learn it and get it down, I think it looks good. In my opinion, it doesn't look as good as the No Drip from 245, but it does work good, does look nice. So to each his own, you know what I'm saying? But y'all check out that blend, man. Check out these lines. Your boy's putting in work over here, man. We working, let's get it. All right, so now that is done, as you can see, I'm going in with my razor. And when you're using that razor, you want to make sure that you're stretching that skin and you're just taking off all that hair, the little stubble that was there that you left with the trimmer. We're taking all that off with this razor, and this is making this haircut just go to the next level, making them lines pop even more, making that blend pop even more, making them enhancements pop even more. So make sure that you take your time, especially when you're using the blade, because in my opinion, this is another really important part of the haircut. And then we're gonna be doing the same thing to this side of the head. Stretch that skin tight. Man, them lines look super sharp to me. That blend is looking nice. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think about this cut so far. And you really want to be careful on the lip area. A lot of times, sometimes I just barely tap the lip area with my razor, and then I go and I hit it up with my shaver afterwards. And it just makes it a little easier for me. And sometimes I tend to nick people in the lip area. That is a difficult area for me. So I barely tap it with the blade, and I'm gonna go back in and hit it with the shaver.
Tito, another one?
And that's what I'm doing here. And it works. It still gets it down short. It still looks good. Get underneath the neck with the shaver. You know what I'm saying? Less irritation, less chance of nicking your client. Still looks good, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, but check it out. This is how my boy came into the shop looking, and this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and you want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, TankBeChoppin.com. You can book there. If you want me to record it for YouTube, make sure to put that in the little comment section when you book the appointment. That way I can try to record it for YouTube. But once again, guys, y'all let me know what y'all think about this cut. I think I got down. I think the lines are sharp. Beard is sharp. Blend is nice. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think about it. And remember, guys, if you need information on my discount codes, you can click the description down below. All my discount codes are right there, man. But I appreciate y'all, YouTube. Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.